Here we have a new Nike SB King with the new SB Ishods. I couldn't wait to get my hands on these after seeing the prototype, but as most things like Nike, they got delayed. But yesterday, got my hands on a pair. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all going well and you've had a good start to the new year. Yesterday, like I mentioned, got my hands on something that I've been really keen to get ever since I've seen that light pillish brown colorway, and that is the new Nike SB Ishod Wair Pro Model shoes. Today, we're just going to go over my thoughts, the features of the shoe, and how they feel on feet as well. There's 4 colorways of these, or what I've seen anyway. There's the olive, which is that pillish brown. You've got the red, which I ended up picking up. You've got this really nice fire white that I really wish I could have got, but there was only one store in Australia that got them and they sold out quick smart. And then there's the black as well, but personally I don't really enjoy wearing black shoes for skateboarding anyway. Straight up, if you think this is going to replace the Dunks, don't hold your hopes pretty high. If anything, they look a little bit more like the Force 58s. Even the side profile sort of looks similar as well. Ishod helped design this shoe from the ground up, which is actually a nice change, unlike Vans where they just slapped Reynolds' name on a pre-existing shoe. The shoe is meant to be a nod to the 90s with its design, and Ishod's loved basketball. But that aside, the shoe looks pretty clean. It's actually a lot slimmer in person than you see in pictures, and it's quite a low profile shoe as well. Nowhere as near as chunky as the Dunks or even the Force 58s, but it does boast this medium thick boy tongue, which actually lacks, and also the shoe itself lacks an Achilles lock. It has this extra rubber that comes up and out of the outsole, which I hope adds extra durability on the side, because I don't really have much hope for the stitching as they look really thin as fuck. I would have hoped more for better laces in these shoes, and they look like quite thin and meh. They're a bit stretchy as well. Nothing beats the Dunk laces from Nike, so I might change them over at some point and see if there's actually going to be a difference. I'm a little worried about this rubber and mesh section here. It'll be good for foot breathability, but for durability, I'm not too sure, as if you do tear through it, it goes straight to your foot up the back of the upper of it, so if you tear through it, you'll be straight to your sock. But time will only tell if it is actually durable. But the thing is, like, I really hope it is durable. It's a great addition for like the foot breathability. They also have a little bit up on the tongue as well here, but with it up on the top of the tongue, it doesn't, or I mean on the bottom of the tongue, it's actually on the bottom of the tongue, it doesn't go all the way through, which is odd. There's like a stiff mesh padding behind it, which is the tongue padding, which they probably almost in hindsight should have put behind the side in here. But like I mentioned, time will tell, and yeah, on to the next bit. The shoe is a cup sole, and Nike says it's a new design which will give you that really stability and durability of a cup sole, but added flexibility to aid in break-in time. But as like a lot of Nike shoes, these are quite stiff to start off with, straight out of the box, especially in hand like this. I think it's also a lot to do with the insole at the moment, but we'll get to a bit more of the insole a little bit later. There is an addition of a new herringbone pattern on the bottom of the shoe. Apparently it used data to put grip where you need it, which seems quite interesting. Like, data lets me know where I need my grip, but that will be time to tell if it's going to be durable and good and sticky, I guess. Main thing I need with my outsole and sole itself and shoes is durability, because I generally really tear through the bottom quite quickly. There is a removable insole, and it's a Nike React insole, but I'm not sure if you would add your insole, as this Nike React has quite the heel lift and it's really quite thick and rigid as well. A nice touch on the insoles is the billy balls, which is another thing that Ishod enjoys doing, and I think this only comes in the red colorway, so if you really want that customizable insole, you have to grab that red pair. I'm going to chuck these on feet, see how they look, see how they feel, and report back shortly. So I do think they look really nice. They are quite a lot thinner than I was hoping for, and in pictures, like I said, they do look like a low profile shoe in pictures. In person, they're even more slimmer than you think. At the moment, they are a little bit tight, especially through this upper here. The toe box also seems a little bit small, but with the whole upper being suede, which is something that I haven't mentioned, so the whole upper is suede, but it has like a little bit of rubber around the outside here. I hope the suede sort of expands and breaks in a little bit, because this tightness through this bit here, that could be a little bit bothering, and especially with the it's a bit of a slimmer toe box. The toe box is a lot slimmer than, say, a Dunk, SB Force 58. Those are my two Nikes that I sort of go off. So the shoe is a lot slimmer, like straight down there. It is a low profile shoe as well. But also, like, sort of sizing seems a little bit oddish as well. Like, I'm a size 11 in most things, and size 11 in Nike. Size 11 in Nike gives me like a little bit of wiggle room up in the toes. Like, really, if I wanted to go true to size, I'd get 10.5 in Nikes. At the moment, I didn't see these in half sizes, so I looked at 11. I tried on 11. There's a lot more wiggle room in the toe box than I thought, or I thought there is going to be. But I couldn't go to a 10.5. I can't even go to a 10, because if I do go down that size, this width is just going to probably crush my shoe. So this is probably looking just like the silhouette of the tread pattern, and like the width of the shoe is almost looking a bit more like a blazer-like. To me, it's only like it's on the medium to smaller width fitting type shoe. So if you've got a wider foot, I don't think this shoe is definitely not going to be for you. Durability wise, it's going to be quite interesting. The suede does feel really smooth. The stitches are quite thin and small, but there's no stitches in really any major areas. Or there is this one here, but hopefully with this addition of the rubber that like pops up out of that outsole, it'll just like help that with that durability. But I'm going to get on the board soon, because it's wet here in Melbourne at the moment, and I'll report back when I've done my full review in a couple of weeks. So make sure, if you're not already, subscribe, hit that like button, turn on the bell notifications, do all the good YouTube things, and really helps out the channel and myself. And until the next video, guys, have a good one, keep killing it, and peace.